Seriously, Mother Nature, I think we got enough going on right now. It's just mighty snowy out this morning. Lovely, marvelous, isn't it? Welcome everybody to the Good Morning Oakville Pitch from the Podium series. We have some great speakers lined up for you today and also some great networking opportunities. Now, we will get into the speakers in a minute, but I'm just going to expand a little bit more on the networking. We have added breakout rooms. We did that back in January and they're going great. What these breakout rooms do is they give you an opportunity to meet with a handful of people rather than trying to meet the whole room, so that you can actually get to know folks and then decide if you want to have a longer conversation afterwards, just like we do at our face-to-face events, which are around the corner. There is finally a light at the end of the tunnel. I hope you, like me, are on the waiting list to get your vaccine, because 40 and up, we're good to go now, folks. That's pretty awesome. And looking forward to getting this done. Now, a little bit of cleanup here. If you guys want to watch this, there's a few different ways you can watch it. It will be posted on YouTube. It will be posted on LinkedIn and, of course, Facebook. So go to any one of those. If you like the video, share it, comment on it, tell us what you like, but also put your contact information. Yes, we want to make sure all the folks on the video here are getting their information out there, but we want to do this for you as well. So take the time to go on there, put your contact information in the chat, and we'll get you some recognition as well. It's good to see you all. We got a nice big group on the screen right now, and this is great to see. All these friendly faces, I miss so much. So a reminder to all attendees, please keep your microphones muted at all times. Okay, we've got 25 of you some on here right now, so we want to make sure that our speakers are being heard loud and clear, so it is only their mics that are to be unmuted. Oh yes, our sponsors. We have two wonderful sponsors for this breakfast series in Intelligent Office Oakville, who I am proud to say is now answering the phones for the chamber. So if you want to experience what Intelligent Office has to offer, give us a call at the chamber, 905-845-6613, and you can experience what Intelligent Office does firsthand. So wonderful to have them on board with us. Also, Second Cup Coffee. I know you can't really see this, but Andrew and our good friends down at Second Cup, 245 Lakeshore, East in Oakville, Ontario. Wonderful place. Andrew and his team are great. Try the single drip coffee. It is fantastic. Now, before I get into the pitches, I would like to remind everybody, oh yes, we have launched a community calendar. So if you have any events coming up, I know a lot of coaches are putting on different events. There's a lot of networking events out there, which, by the way, I have a few other networking events that I can tell you about. So if you'd like to do more networking, give me a call. I'm happy to help you with that. But if you have an event, put it up on our community calendar. It's a great way, another venue to get your message out there to your folks. If you want to learn more about that, again, just give us a call, send us an email. We'll get you all the information for that. You can contact myself, Becky, or Kristina, or any of us are more than happy to help you. That's for sure. So moving into our speakers, we've got 4 great ones today, and we are going to start with Gayle from Food4Kids Halton. Gayle.
Hi, everybody. It's great to be here with everybody and see so many familiar faces. Yes, the snow was a surprise, but I guess the weatherman got it right. Anyway, at Food4Kids, it's been a very tough year, as most charities. And, you know, back in March when COVID first hit, we had already started to see our numbers climb before COVID. And then when it hit, my goodness, so many people needed support. And we fed 154 more children since COVID started, which is about a 22% increase. We are currently feeding 841 children in Oakville. That represents 276 kids. And so what do we do? For those of you that might not know exactly what we do, we pack, well, I say we, but our volunteers come in and pack healthy bags of food. And those bags contain about 12 to 15 items, of which there's always protein, grains, always about 4, 5, 6 pieces of fruit or vegetables. And once the bags are packed, on Friday mornings, volunteers come in and drive them to the schools where they're discreetly tucked into the backpacks of children who need food for the weekend. We also deliver to the virtual learners directly to their homes. But unfortunately, with so many lockdowns and stay-at-home orders, we've had to think outside the box, and we've gone to mailing grocery gift cards to our families, the equivalent of what the value would have been if we had sent them a bag of food. So our families are so appreciative of this support. because it really was seamless and gave them access to food right through the pandemic. There are so many ways that you can help Food for Kids. However, with the stay-at-home order right now, we don't have volunteers coming in. But once we're back up and running, please get in touch with us, because there's something for everybody with whatever amount of time you have to give. One way you can support us is through our Flowers for Mom event coming up on April 25th on our website homepage. There will be a link to order flowers for Mother's Day. We will be delivering the flowers to whatever address you want us to deliver within the Halton region. And that will be April 25th on Sunday. And you don't have to think further. You want to send flowers to that special person for Mother's Day? We have it ready for you. So the other thing I want to leave you with is a story. We have so many wonderful stories about our families. And one in particular woman has 5 kids. She's been on our program and we've been supporting her for over a year. Unfortunately, her husband passed away a little over a year ago. And so she's been doing this all on her own. And just a couple of days ago, actually a couple of weeks ago, sorry, she came to us and said, she's okay. She's got 2 jobs. She's able to support her kids. Thank you very much. These are times that we do a happy dance in the warehouse. We are so happy to help people through their roughest times. And when they get back on their feet, it makes us so proud. Anyway, I'll leave you there and get in touch if you want more information, or check out our website, food4kidshalton.ca. Take care, and I'll chat with you in the chat rooms after. Thank you.
Gayle, I want to thank you. And I know I can speak on behalf of the Chamber for all of the great work that you folks do in the Halton community. You guys are fantastic. And man, is your team ever good at building awareness around this very, very needy cause. It's so wonderful to have you on this morning. So thank you very kindly. Next up, my good buddy, Joseph Apps at Joe Apps Technology. Joe.
Good morning, Oakville. My name is Joseph Apps from Joe Apps Technology Support. We're dedicated to helping small businesses A to Z with the IT needs that they have in their organization. They might not necessarily be able to afford a full-time IT person, but what we're able to do is provide our support staff that's there to help you from any need, whether that's hardware, software, or anything in between, apps, websites, phones. Don't go alone, get a Joe today. The 2 items that I want to focus on today are, first, remote working. Remote working has become huge over the last year, and it's not going anywhere at this point in time, or probably ever in the future. If you found that your data has been hard to access from outside your organization, you want to make sure it's being accessed safely outside of your organization because you have to make a panic shift to remote working, or you just want to make sure that you're secured for a cloud-based setup or anything along those lines, make sure you reach out today. The best time to plan is now so that you're ready for the futures. These apps aren't going anywhere at this point in time, and they're only growing and getting better. We've seen a huge shift to remote file servers, remote-based working, VoIP IP phones, which is my next topic, and many other different systems that help business proactively get their data accessible to all their employees safely, securely, and effectively. My next topic is VoIP phones. A huge issue businesses had is having traditional analog phones stuck in their business. These don't allow their employees to be efficient by using home cell phones or home devices to call and not have that reliability of making sure the business numbers called in or taken care of effectively. What VoIP phones allow you to do is from anywhere is either have a hard desk phone or emulate with your cell phone to be able to call off the business number. This allows you to be much more proactive in your business because you're able to give your employees the look of being at the office while not actually being there, which we all know is huge in today's workforce. The last final thing I want to touch on is phishing. Phishing and ransomware attacks have been up huge. So you just want to make sure you're being extra vigilant. We have to be right 100% of the time. The hackers have to be right once, right? So make sure you're checking those emails. If anything looks funny, take your time, give someone a call, make sure that you know the request for funds or anything like that is accurate, make sure what they're asking is legitimate, and always verify with them. It's not best to go back and forth with the email because the hacker's already in communication with you that way. Make sure you do the traditional, pick up the phone, get in contact, and do that way. I look forward to speaking with everyone in the breakout rooms. Thank you for having me today.
Joe, you're awesome. I can tell you folks, if any of you need any assistance other than what Joe talked about, he's always fabulous about giving us some real good tidbits of information that we can use on these pitches. But he does a full range of managed IT services. And I can tell you, if you meet the Joe, you will end up getting a Joe. He's a great guy. Give him a call. We can get you all his information as well if you want to give us a call and touch base with us. Next up, we have Kristina Giovannick from the Oakville Hospital Foundation. Kristina?
Good morning, everyone. My name's Kristina Giovannick, and I am Oakville Hospital Foundation's event coordinator and the Shoppers Run for Women lead. I'm here today to share with you how you can support mental health programs across Halton Healthcare. Before that, I want to share with you how important community support is to OTMH. You may not know the government does not fund all programs or the essential medical equipment that's necessary to care for our most vulnerable patients. For example, some of our mental health programs are not covered, and items such as ventilators, patient beds, and portable workstations, which are most useful during this time of the pandemic, are actually funded by our community for the community. This year, your support is more essential than ever as OTMH continues to prioritize exemplary care for you and your family. So one of Halton Healthcare's top priorities is supporting the surging demand for mental health programs. So it's my pleasure to share with you how you can help by participating in the Shoppers Run for Women. So the Run for Women is a 5 or 10K event that supports 18 cities across Canada with the goal of having men and women come together to celebrate the power of communities and to collectively change the minds of a nation. So although we're unable to gather in person this year, you could still feel the unstoppable power of thousands of runners and walkers across Canada coming together to support one another through the virtual Run for Women event. So the Oakville Run for Women event is raising funds for mental health programs, which extend across all of our Halton healthcare services. So to give you a scope, we're actually a tri-site facility with 7 locations across Halton. Our team consists of 196 full-time staff with 28 psychiatrists. We have 26 distinct teams, 23 documented partnerships, and overall, we are actually the leader for the regional services, and we support community-based clinics as well. So by signing up for the Run for Women, you'll have the ability to participate anywhere, anytime between July 4th and July 11th. With your registration, it includes a technical t-shirt, you receive an Unstoppable Finishers bracelet, and you get this legendary swag bag full of a bunch of goodies. It's valued at over $100, and $35 from every registration fee is donated directly back to Halton Healthcare's mental health programs. Strong mental health is needed now more than ever. Do something for your team, your community, your family, and sign up today at www.runforwomen.ca and show the community that mental health really matters. Thank you, and I look forward to speaking with you all later in the networking portion.
Kristina, thank you very kindly for that. As we all know, mental health, it's always something we should be thinking about, but currently during the COVID and what's going on right now, it's certainly a very big topic that a lot of folks are talking about. We can see there are a lot of groups out there that can support us. Oakville Hospital Foundation, reach out to them, get some information. I mean, me myself, one of my mental things that I do to kind of help with my own mental wellness is, you know, it's networking events like this. It's getting out and talking to people and actually kind of getting back to some form of normalcy in chatting with all you folks like we used to do, which we're going to be doing it again soon. So thank you again, Kristina. We really appreciate that message. Next up, we have Maureen Healy from the Bronte BIA. Maureen?
Maureen Healy from the Bronte Village Business Improvement Area. I'm the executive director there. I actually just started that job in January 2020, which is a crazy time to start a new job. Close your eyes for a minute and imagine the neighborhood where you live. And think about the commercial district that's in that area. What does it smell like? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? What does it look like? Now imagine if money were no object or time were no object. How would you reimagine it? How would it look, smell, taste, feel differently than it does now? That's exactly what we're asking about Bronte Village right now. We're doing a community consultation exercise and a visioning exercise. So people can think about what makes Bronte Bronte, and then what can we do to make Bronte even better, a better version of itself. So we're in the process of reaching out to community groups, business owners, residents that live in the area, and asking those questions. So that's what I'm inviting people to do today, is to fill out our survey online, which is unfortunately the only way we can be meeting to collectively gather this information for the most part. So if you go to bronte-village.ca, that's where you can find our survey under About Us section. So we're asking questions about everything from how do you get to Bronte? Do you visit? What do you do when you're there? And then we're asking what would make it better? Tell us about some of the memories you have about Bronte if you used to go there as a child. And then we're gathering all the information from the survey, and then we're moving into focus groups. So my second ask of people, beyond filling out the survey yourself, is if you have groups, networks within your sphere of influence that you're willing to share that survey with and connect them to the survey, and or if you have a group that you'd like us to do a focus group with, we'd love to connect with you and your team and do a focus group. We've partnered with a great organization called 880 Cities, which helps groups like ours and cities and municipalities build a better version of themselves. So they'll partner with us on doing the focus group, and we'd love to gather more information. So that's my ask of you today, is think about Bronte, think about your experience you've had there, and take 7 minutes to fill out our survey at bronte-village.ca. Thanks, everybody.
Maureen, you and your team do a fantastic job, both supporting and beautifying the Bronte area. It is a fantastic area. One of my favorite restaurants of all time is down there, playing so good. And there's so many great restaurants, and I can't wait to get back. As a matter of fact, the last restaurant I've been to was actually in the Bronte area. Fantastic area for sure. So folks, if you want to learn more about the Bronte BIA or Maureen and what she does, give us a call. Again, her information will be in the chat box for you. Or listed online as well. Now, we do have, before we kick into the networking, we've got some upcoming events that we want to make sure that you know about. First and foremost is Conversations, the future of the events industry. Obviously, it's a pretty hot button subject. We're an events-based organization ourselves, so we're all looking forward to seeing what is going to be shown tonight on your TV. I'm talking with Gavin Cuneo from Gavcom. Oh, it's Gav. Okay, yeah. So chat with Gavin from Gavcom. He's going to give us a little bit of insight as to what he expects to see from the events industry. We've got the Honorable Jonathan Wilkinson, Minister of Environment and Climate Change, on April 27th at 2 p.m. You can register online for the Zoom meeting for that, or just contact us. Of course, we'll get you all the details. And then next month in May, we've got our Good Morning Oakville pitch for the podium. This is coming up again. It is on May 19th. That's after my birthday. So come on and say happy birthday to me. Hope to see you guys all out there at the next Picture from the Podium. Again, if you want more information, give us a call. We'll get you everything that you need. For our closing remarks, hey, thanks for joining us, folks. We really appreciate it. I just want to make sure I don't forget anything here. Nope, we're good. All right. So that's it for today, folks. Thank you so kindly for all the support that you give us. We're happy to give any kind of support that we can. Remember, we are all in this together, so some of that support could just be a phone call. We are an ear. We're here for you. Give us a call. I love hearing from all of you, and I know our staff, the rest of the team does as well. So thank you very kindly, everybody, for joining us this morning. We're going to go kick off into the networking now. Go out there, folks. Be prosperous. Cheers.